Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're kicking off my 15-minute test series, where I explore different gold-making methods in games. In this first episode, we'll dive into Palia and test 4 core ways to make money: hunting, fishing, foraging in Kilima Village, and foraging in Bahari Bay. If you're searching for the most efficient way to earn gold in Palia, you're in the right place. But before we begin, don't forget to repair your tools and pack some food. It's always better to be ready. All right, let's jump right in and start with hunting. I'm tracking my hunting level and the experience I gained so I can show you the results at the end of the test. We're starting at level 8 with a solid 90% focus bonus to boost our efforts. Before heading out, I make sure we have enough standard arrows. Running out of arrows in the middle of this adventure would be a total disaster. Let's head up to the location. We will be hunting sernix in the area between Fisherman's Lagoon and Whispering Banks. Why sernix? Because they are an easy target with the standard arrow. That doesn't count. Let the hunt begin.
Nice.
Of course we are hunting, but it doesn't mean we won't collect forageables for extra gold in the process, as long as we don't deviate from the target. I also have an advice. If you miss an arrow, don't bother missing another arrow. There are many sernix in the region. Another piece of advice: if you see a different bug on the ground than usual, be sure to pick it up. Maybe you might need it for the bundles.
You were the chosen one!
This is the knot of them, but at least we got lavender flowers. Okay, I got the alarm, but these are the last ones. Let's go back to home and see the results. I collected plenty of meat from the sernix. Of course, I could cook this to gain extra cooking experience. While it won't increase the value of the meat, the extra experience is worth it. And yes, I do have a grill. Visiting your friends from time to time is always a good idea. By friends, I mean Hodari, of course. After 15 minutes, here's how much gold I managed to earn. Not bad, but let's see if the other skills can beat this. Next, I'll show you how to gather resources in Kilima Valley for foraging and craft Fisherman's Brew to sell. But before that, you've made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on the video. I appreciate your subscribing and liking. Before we start, my foraging level is halfway through 10, and I always make sure to bring some food with me. To craft Fisherman's Brew, I'll need emerald carpet moss and crystal lake lotus. Let's head to the gathering area and start collecting. Let the timer begin. This area is packed with plenty of moss and lotus, and their respawn time is incredibly short. You can spend a good amount of time here, doing multiple rounds before heading back. Since crafting Fisherman's Brew requires 1 lotus and 1 moss, this spot is essential for gathering moss. As you can see, this area is also rich in wildlife, perfect for hunting animals and earning some extra gold while you're at it. I'm back to where I started, and I completed almost 1 full round in just 6 minutes. On average, you can complete about 3 rounds in 15 minutes. Now that I've explained everything, let's fast forward the time and head back home to see the results. All right, let's use what we've gathered to cook some Fisherman's Brew. Now we've arrived at the best part, selling everything and finding out the results. In just 15 minutes, we gained a quarter of a level and earned 1,636 gold. Unfortunately, this method didn't make as much gold as hunting, but for 15 minutes of work, it's still pretty decent. So we have hunting in first place and foraging in second place, using the method of crafting and selling Fisherman's Brew. Next up is foraging, and this time I'll be chopping down trees in Bahari Bay. Before we start, I'm taking note of my current level to see how much progress I make after 15 minutes. My level is 9.75, and I have a 90% focus bonus. I also make sure to bring bombs with me, just in case I come across a rare bug while foraging. Let the timer begin. For this test, I'll only be chopping down trees to save time. However, you can also hunt Mujins for additional resources if you like. Some of them might even be blue bristle Mujins. Who knows? It's all about luck. There's a cave here. Make a note of it. When you unlock the bundles, one of the chests that gives a medallion is located inside this cave. My foraging just reached level 10, and I unlocked the weekly accomplishments. Let's check what we got. Now that we understand the topic, I'll skip ahead. I found this lady who needed help with the flow tree. Of course, I rushed to assist her. Of course, another gentleman also wanted to help her, but he was a bit late. Oops, sorry. Time's up. Let's wrap things up and head back home for the results. After 15 minutes and selling everything, I earned 2,181 gold. It's not bad for 15 minutes of work, though it's still not as profitable as hunting. As for my level, I reached 10.50, gaining almost 0.75 levels. It's pretty solid progress. Here are the results so far. In the first place, we have hunting with 3,781 gold. In the second place, foraging by cutting down trees with 2,181 gold. And in third place, foraging using the Fisherman's Brew method with 1,636 gold. Now let's see if fishing can take the top spot. Here's a little tip for you before heading up the fishing. Instead of selling everything you collect, consider converting some items, like mushrooms, into glowworms. This will increase their value and make them useful for fishing, which I'll show you in just a bit. Now it's time for everyone's recommended gold method, fishing in Pavel Mines. Let's see if it's the #1 way to earn gold. Can it secure a top spot on the list? Let's head up to Pavel Mines to find out the answer. Let the timer begin. I heard a rumor. Apparently, you have to reach the end of the fishing rod and grab it right in the middle of the bubbles. Is this a thing, or is someone making fun of us? Anyway, as you can see, I'm fishing with glowworms right now. After this, I'll switch to regular worms to see the difference. All right, let's head home and check out the results. I gained 0.75 fishing levels and used 16 glowworms and 14 standard worms. And after selling everything, I earned 3,452 gold and got 3 decor items from the chests. It's an ideal method for collecting decor, and while it's almost as good as hunting for gold, it still doesn't claim the top spot on the list. Here are the final results. First place, hunting with 3,781 gold. Second place, fishing in Pavel Mines with 3,452 gold. Third place, foraging by cutting down trees with 2,181 gold. Fourth place, foraging using the Fisherman's Brew method with 1,636 gold. Did these amounts seem low to you? Just remember, these are only 15-minute tests. If you have any other city legend gold-making methods you'd like me to try, please share them with me in the comments. Now, let's move on to the method that will passively make you rich while doing these activities, farming. I'm doing things a little differently this time. I'll jump straight to the results. Why? Because this method is a game changer. It's the most profitable method I've tested so far. However, it's not included in the ranking since it's a passive strategy that works in the background while you're busy with other activities. The key to this method is consistency. No matter what gold-making strategy you're focusing on, fishing, foraging, or hunting, don't forget to take care of your crops. Water them regularly, keep an eye on their growth, and you'll have a steady stream of income waiting for you when it's time to harvest. I take the crops I harvest and place them into preserved jars to make jams, which I then sell for profit. I always keep 2 of each type of jam, just in case they're needed for weekly gifts or recipes. Anything beyond those 2, I sell for extra gold. Here's a tip: store your jams in a lockbox storage chest. It keeps everything organized and makes it super easy to access whenever you need them. In my next video, I'll dive into the farming methods I use, the key details I pay attention to, and how I utilize the garden planner to maximize efficiency. Until then, take care and stay cozy. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content.